Y'all don't understand what's going on right now, y'all. Y'all don't get it, bro. All right, y'all. Listen to me. So, you know, screw the whole grabbing from someplace, relaying the information to y'all. Listen, we're going straight from the horse's mouth. Now, the thing is with this, you might feel this is a bit, you know, non-realistic. It might seem fake. You might not believe it. Rest assured, y'all, I don't really, like, either I'm the one putting out my own source, I'm my own source in a sense, or I'm using clues from other things, from my own opinion, relaying to you guys, letting you guys know it's my own opinion, or I'm getting it from a leaker that has some type of background, that has some truth behind it. Yeah, so that's what we're doing today, okay? But listen, this ain't no NeoGAF, this ain't no Reset era leaker. This is a YouTuber by the name of Foxy Games UK, 22,000 subscribers. Okay, listen, I've been following him for a couple months now, put on by one of my boys, H. Brant. His name's different now, whatever. So anyway, so he relayed this video to me because I am subscribed, but I don't really, you know, my life's getting a little busy. I don't check my feed that much, my YouTube feed. Regardless, listen, and ladies and gentlemen, you see the title of this video, so I don't gotta really introduce it, but let's begin. So, if you guys remember, I think it's 3 months now, I have my YouTube channel up, so we can easily find it right now, okay? 3 months ago, look at this, 19 dislikes, 52 likes, PlayStation 5 portable confirmed. I have something right here. It just makes sense, guys. It just makes sense. PS5 speculation, 52 likes again, the same as that one. That's interesting, but less dislikes, because I kind of came on this one a little bit more confident, cocky in a sense, and I think that's what got people mad. Regardless, I've been saying this for 3 months now. Let's roll back, because I think it actually goes back farther. Right here, 5 months ago, you know. Okay, majority of you guys know me. We started this channel from handhelds. Listen, it's time. You guys don't understand that 2020 will be my year. 2020 will be the year of Jammer. Now let's find out what I'm talking about. All right, so we have an 8-minute video, like I mentioned, from Foxy Games UK. We're gonna listen to what he has to tell us, and like I said, I can vouch for him. Now you can find out yourself, okay? You can go to his channel right now. You know, you're seeing the channel right here. Go to his channel, watch his previous videos. He's been talking about leaks, PS5, all that kind of stuff for months now. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna just walk through this video. He has some extremely big stuff that he talks about. All right, so let's just go ahead and take a little trip in Foxy Games UK's video. Shout out to you, bro.
Okay, so a bunch of you have been asking when I'm going to cover the alleged, the rumored, said to be top secret new PlayStation portable device, rumored to be in development for launch with PlayStation 5 or close to it. Now, if you've been following...
Let's stop it right there. This is what I was saying. Now, the thing is with this leak and rumor, with this thing right here, I've actually, if we really date this shit back, I have been talking about something like this already 8 months here. I had something about a 5G PSP model. In the video, if you watch that video, I actually expand on that. I'm like, it makes sense. Streaming is the future. It makes sense something like this to be possible, okay? So that's 8 months back. Even just a little bit before that, I have my 9 months back video, the potential of PlayStation Switch. So all of these things are based off of, first off, you can see in a screenshot that design, that what is it, the little patent that Sony had put out in 2016. Now if we go back to this video, you're going to hear some interesting things about that aspect, about an aspect of this has been in the works for years. We got a patent of some sort. It was filed back in 2015, published in 2017. Let's continue.
You've been following this channel long enough. You already know I don't talk about things I cannot ascertain or substantiate or even just part of the rumor.
Trustworthy.
Well, now I can. Also, I do hope you understand there are simply some details I cannot discuss yet, though here's what I am permitted to relay. Sony's worst kept secret is that the company is working on a new PlayStation portable device, positioned as a direct Nintendo Switch competitor for the dwindling Japanese home console market, though very little.
So, that is direct competitor Nibbers thought it was not real. Nibbers put it down. Codera himself said he thinks portable gaming is still an important part of the PlayStation ecosystem. Jesus Christ, y'all. Jesus Christ, y'all.
As awesome as Sony's PlayStation Portable successor, PlayStation Vita, was, it is all but dead outside of Japan at this point in time, and we've heard whispers and murmurs of a completely new Sony portable device in the works for well over a year now. Yes, Sony research and development have been quietly beavering away on a device that would allow the company to compete in Japan's dwindling console market. Now the Japanese...
So that's where it gets key, okay? The Vita was putting up a fantastic fight in Japan in terms of sales. The thing is, bro, they weren't keeping up that well, but there was no other else person in the competition in a sense, and they were pulling their weight. It got to the point where they're pumping out Vita games in Japan, bro. You know how many of the the main Vita games that people play right now are Japanese? I kind of fully indulged myself in the Japanese kind of gaming culture from the Vita. That's the reason why I entered that whole realm, because it got to the point where we didn't have that many US games. The only thing to return to and play was the Japanese stuff. And I actually just naturally liked Japanese stuff, so it kind of was like, it was perfect. It was my calling, and it made sense. Nintendo is absolutely dominating that. 3DS, crazy numbers. Switch is going to outsell PS4 in coming years. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. The system is ridiculous, redonkulous. Let's continue.
Japanese prefer to take their games on the go rather than sit stationary for hours on end tethered to a big screen. Well, truth be told, there hasn't really been much detail on this portable product, or the rumor, at least until now. Though the device does not yet have a name, it does have an internal code name, but unfortunately I am not permitted to say anything at this point. But I do expect that to change sometime in March of this year, so keep it locked to Foxy Games UK.
March.
So this device is once again rumored to be compatible with select PlayStation 3, PlayStation Vita, and all PlayStation 4 and future PS5 games. Now the following information should be taken as rumor. I'm going to spell it R-U-M-O-R, rumor, but damn, this is very exciting news and potentially game-changing. Here's what I'm allowed to tell you. Now, at the time I received this information, this new device has 128 gigabyte inbuilt storage. That's plenty of space for hundreds of indie and smaller game file sizes. But what about those huge AAA titles? Well, since you've asked, the device is rumored to use cutting-edge compression techniques which allows the device to store a portion of the game into its available memory. No streaming required in this instance. The device then downloads game levels in the background for uninterrupted play and deletes levels.
Again, this point is all rumors, but okay, my theory was that it's going to be a streaming device. We have remote play. Now, I went through all this in my videos, but I'm going to reiterate it. All right, I'm going to reiterate it. We have remote play. Listen, the PS4, you can't see it. The PS4 is going to, PS5, okay, is going to do every single thing needed for the games to play on the system. Forget his rumor parts right now. We'll continue. That kind of stuff is just kind of, yeah, awesome, whatever. We don't know. It's pushing it in a sense. But the fact of the matter is, remote play is a thing, and without a Vita, it's kind of being used. It's unused of a service, yet it has so much work put into it, right? So it doesn't matter about the internal storage, none of that. The idea is that it can stream the full games. But the thing is with technology, this is where I didn't want to say too much on it, but the thing with technology, we are expanding and changing at such a fast rate. It's not going to be surprising to me if they're able to do something like that, and to compress it, to make them work. You know what I'm saying? That's not out of the realm of possibility, right? All right.
Though there's one slight caveat. Is open world games. This could be problematic for a fully realized open-ended game, and I'm told Sony are close to finding a solution, though as it stands, all games that require the loading of levels individually will run and without disruption. The device is also rumored to feature virtually lag-free streaming tech in the form of a bespoke custom chip that allows for huge chunks of game data to be downloaded or transferred to the device natively. Apparently this new Sony portable can even be used without a console, since it's said to have built-in in mini HDMI, so theoretically the device can be plugged directly into a HD or UHD panel. In other words, the purchase of a PlayStation 5 is not totally necessary.
I don't know if I believe that kind of stuff. You know, I don't know about all that. You know what I'm saying? That's where I want to draw the line. At the end of the day, my theory was it was going to be a companion device that was optional. So it being a side and you can purchase it on its own, that still stands. You know, that makes sense, because the idea is have something to be able to compete in the market, but keep it still away from your main console, PS5. But at the same time, that thing needs to be able to either, you know, play the PS5 games and work nicely with it. You know, so it's a fully optional addition to your purchase. That's where it needs to sit, because that's how it's going to shine. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. PS5 sells no copies in the US, and then all of a sudden this handheld, or there's no copies, and obviously no, but I'm exaggerating this example. No system sells in Japan, but then all of a sudden that companion device is the one that's, you know, out there making money. And I think that's where the whole 128 internal storage and then having some type of ability to play these games in some shape or form, something's in my eye, is key and reasonable. Okay, reasonable and realistic, because I think it should alone be able to survive, but companioned and, you know, aligned with the PS5 as well, is able to do more things. Okay, that's what I'm thinking.
External storage has always been a sticking point for Sony's past portables, mainly because of the company's insistence in using proprietary expensive memory cards. At the time of this recording, I've been told this unnamed Sony portable will use standard SD cards, which will come as a relief to many, I'm sure. Though no price nor...
That's obviously a given, you know what I'm saying? There is no way in God's name would Sony go with proprietary memory cards again. Let's just be 100% real. You know what I'm saying? That is a huge factor as to why that thing failed. That's obvious. That's just how it is, you know? And on that note, I think with that, I think they're gonna make the system reasonably priced. When I say that, I don't mean cheap, I don't mean expensive. I mean it's going to be the price it needs to be. I think the Vita sold at a disadvantage in the sense that they were putting more money into it than they were asking, and that's why the memory cards came into factor. So they tried to not sell it at a low cost. They were like, let's sell that thing right there, but then let's just make sure they use our memory cards. That's gonna make up our money. I think it's the route they went. It's just not the right way to go. I think they learned.
Price nor release date or form factor has been revealed as of yet. Remember, this is at prototype stage and is being aimed at the Japanese market initially. Hopefully it'll also make it to Western markets. I'm pretty sure it will. Oh, sometimes you just can't tell with these things, but fingers crossed Sony figure it out and make this thing work, because this could be a direct competitor to Nintendo Switch in Japan's declining home console market, and if everything works as advertised, then Sony are definitely onto something here. It certainly sounds encouraging, doesn't it? Apparently this thing has been in R&D for a long time, years even, and I'm told Sony has a working prototype up and running with a combination of interrupted gaming with background downloading / streaming and affordable accessible storage options. Would you be interested in a product like this, assuming the price point is reasonable and assuming this PlayStation portable device actually functions as advertised? Do you think it can compete with Nintendo's uber successful Switch?
On his question on that, I didn't think they wanted to be releasing something like this with the idea and the mission for it to be competing with the Switch. But hey, you know, more power to you. The idea is, like I mentioned before, it stands, you know. Nintendo is going to be dominating, okay, the Japanese market in the coming years, because that's the system people want, bro. It's just, dude, and the more I play the Switch, the more I think about it, it's a masterpiece of a system. Like, you're just able to please two audiences so well, right? With the handheld audience and then the console audience, and just giving us this, oh my god, yeah.
Don't expect this device to run PlayStation 5 games natively from the unit. I just cannot see how they can shrink PS5 into a portable, though I can see the vanilla PS4 games running natively. There is a high probability that these PS5 games will be streamed lag-free.
Yes.
Sony has the technology to achieve it, though this is an educated speculation on my...
Like he said, it's an educated speculation on his part, but I'm telling you that's facts. This ain't no freaking educated guess, my nigga. This is facts at this point. I'm telling you straight from the horse's mouth. This is freaking facts.
Obviously, PlayStation Now is going to be pivotal to the success of this unit, and could even possibly make PlayStation Now a household service, much like Netflix, Amazon, or Hulu, in terms of streaming entertainment
I did say that
content
in my video, though.
Anytime and anywhere. But let's be honest about this. I mean, Sony are literally getting trounced by Nintendo's utter dominance in the portable market, particularly in Japan. Sony really have to do something here. The Switch is projected to completely overtake PS4's 5-year install base in this first quarter. Switch has sold 7 million plus to date, and PlayStation 4 has sold 7 million plus over a 5-year period. Taking all that into consideration, you realize Sony has a major problem in Japan going forward. And quite candidly, a new Sony portable device is really the only way the company can remain competitive in that region. There's just no other way around it. Let's just hope they don't name it PlayStation Vita 2.
Yo,
that would be pretty detrimental for the...
If they name this piece of shit PS Vita 2, I'm not copping. That's just a bad omen. But there's just no way in God's name that they would do some shit like that. I'm just gonna say it straight, bro. There is just no way. No way. You think that's true? That's about it. Everything he has to say, y'all. What do you guys think? All right, you guys heard it from him. It's, you heard everything from him, from his mouth. I think I should have been cutting it up. Don't want to have his whole video as my video. But what do you guys think? I know we've been going on sort of a roller coaster. I looked at my my channel. We even look back 1 year ago. I was saying they are done. That's because of who was it? Who was the guy that used to be CEO? Andrew House. He said it. I don't know, because you know me, I believe it. I believe it because I've been saying it myself. So whenever think about it from my perspective. You talk about it, and then all of a sudden a rumor about this whole shit comes up, right? So that's just how I am. That's my mindset. That's my position, bruh. It's real. So like I said, let me know what you guys think. I need to know. This shit is wild. This shit is freaking wild. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like I said, I will be down there with y'all. So yeah, this is nuts. Hey, let me relax a bit, and my mind be amazed. So I goes off and shit. All your energy is wasted if you argue with bricks. So I sit back and taking all the negative tips. Yeah, while you answering this, other people in the world might got time for my